ho, ho, and welcome back to Marbella Now. My name is Nicole King, and we've returned once again to the Kempinski Bahia Hotel to welcome our guests for our program number 243, no less. It's just a week till Christmas. We have amazing guests lined up, and really looking forward to meeting them and for you to meeting them too. If you haven't already been to see the new revamp decorations here at the Kempinski, I highly recommend you do, particularly now that they are so beautifully decorated for Christmas, including this fabulous gingerbread house behind me that was made by the very own pastry chef here. Well, let's get started with this week's Marbella Now.
We are at we are at we are at one. Let the feeling into your soul. Let it set you on your way. No need to hesitate. Time to make a change.
Delighted to have another few moments with our host of the programs over Christmas, which is the lovely Justine and the Kempinski Bahia Hotel. And I thought it just certainly worthwhile to run through quickly the events that they're offering at this festive season. Although I believe, Justine, Christmas Day is a complete sellout already.
Yes. Well, welcome back, Nicole.
Thank you.
Thank you so much
Everyone's
for coming back.
just loving it here.
Oh, good, good. I'm glad
It's
they're
so
having a
beautiful,
wonderful
so
time.
beautiful.
Yes, well, we love having lots of guests. Yes, I was just told this morning by the food and beverages team that Christmas Day brunch, which is quite famous locally, has actually sold out. So it's waiting list only at this stage in case somebody drops out. But as you know, that might be pretty impossible at this stage.
Yes, I would imagine so. But you also, I think, have Christmas Eve things that could be of interest to our local.
Yes, on Christmas Eve we're going to have a high tea from 3:30 to 6, and it's €30 per person, and basically it'll be a fantastic, lovely buffet spread created by David Fernandez, celebrating Christmas, and also there'll be lots of champagne flowing at that event. So it's a nice way to ease in with your family into the kind of Christmas Eve spirit, etc. And then also there's a gala dinner downstairs in the Almanar restaurant, which is one we do every year, which is also very popular.
Really nice to see this, so especially that the community, the resident community, gets to join in and be part of the hotel. I know something that the resident community would like to know. There's a chance to win a €2,000 diamond, which will be part of this special champagne and diamond event with this 11.1 million euro tree when it's fully decked out.
Fully decked out indeed. Yes, so on the 28th of December we're hosting a wonderful evening with diamonds and champagne, and it'll be a beautiful cocktail dinner here in the lobby, and one person will get to leave here with a diamond worth €2,000. Each person that comes to the event will be given a key, but only one key will open the box.
So this is like what kind of is like a sit-down dinner, stand-up?
It's kind of a stand-up cocktail with a very special menu, which is also reflecting the kind of diamonds and champagne theme. And also there'll be a DJ, live music, great atmosphere, and that's from 7:30 till a bit later.
It's 7:30 till
a bit later.
Till a bit later. That also sounds absolutely wonderful.
Yes.
And then of course New Year.
New Year's, yes. So this year we're having the theme based around The Greatest Showman, and we will transform the lobby with its stage and everything, and the atmosphere here is incredible as well. So that's another event we're looking very much forward to.
You certainly know how to throw a party at the
do.
Kempinski, and if it's not just for a party, just for dinner, coffee, got the Black Rose bar that stays up until 1 in the morning with different things to eat, and there's valet parking. Need I say more, which is like the most important. Justine, thank you.
Thank you very much.
Happy Christmas.
You too.
You're going to certainly need a rest after all.
Certainly will.
A lot of people prefer to take their own car when going out at night. However, when it comes to time to go home, that might not be the safest or wisest option. For some, just one glass of wine could put you over the legal limit, which means if you drive, you could put yourself or others at risk. If you find yourself in this dilemma and think possibly you should not be driving, you can just give Linear Director a call. They will order and pay for a taxi, which will take you and your fellow companions who were with you in the car home with up to a 25-kilometre radius, as long as you all fit in that one taxi and you're all going to the same place. You can even ask for them to pick up your car and take that back too. And this is 7 days a week from midnight to 7 a.m. and up to 4 times a month. And this is obviously all in addition to the fabulous insurance that you get with Linear Director.
Hey, hey, it's a brand new day.
Hello, I'm Oksana Mess from OWL. Welcome, and all Zero Heroes welcome here to enjoy our special treats, non-alcoholic mojito and homemade lemonade. Merry Christmas!
Twisted, you've been out of shape, and you feel like you've missed it.
Welcome in Art Cafe, and of course we are honored to present Zero Hero. So for us it's more important to support that amazing project of Nicole King. And guys, don't forget Zero Hero. Don't use too much when we drinking something with slowly. It is important we back at home. It's important to back another day to enjoy the life. Benvenuti, grazie mille e disfruttiamo della vita con piacere. Ciao.
Kempinski Hotel Bahia welcomes Zero Hero designated drivers.
Merry Christmas from everyone here at the Boardwalk. We support Zero Heroes. Please act responsibly this year.
Hey, hey.
I have a nice collection of people sitting here, and they're all from Collective Calling, which is a really fabulous charity that I first actually heard about. It must be coming up to 2 years ago. No, Paul, welcome back to Marbella.
Thank you. Yeah, good to be here again. Thank you.
What was it when we met a couple of years ago with your lovely wife, Gemma? Ta-da! And now we've got a new addition, Veronica, but we'll be more finding out more about them in just a moment. Welcome to you all.
Thank you.
And as I say, welcome back
Thanks.
to Paul on the programme. Before we start talking about great incentives that you're doing, what is Collective Calling? I'll probably start with our lovely Gemma here. You're always out and about explaining it to everyone, networking, missions. I even saw you very busy at the Estepona fair for Christmas fair.
Yes, I did see you there. Yeah, of course. No, we've been, so it's 3 years we've actually been going now. So Collective Calling work internationally and locally. So internationally, we have our main project in Tanzania where we've just built a rescue centre for the street children out there. And that's what we'll be talking about in a little bit more detail today. And then locally, we also help with the local homeless community. We distribute food packs twice a week, and we get lots of volunteers involved on the coast to get involved in that. And we help underprivileged families and children over Christmas. We're collecting lots of Christmas presents to give to underprivileged families and children. So it's a busy time of year. But
All sounds wonderful. Look, if you don't mind, can we get a bit more specific? I know that when people support charities, they like to really know. So we're talking about gifts and homeless and this. What specifically, and where do you get these homeless? Because I know a lot of people think Marbella homeless.
Yeah, there are homeless here. They're not always so evident to your eye. A lot of them either live in abandoned buildings, or they're more evident that we see in cities. So we do actually go to Malaga City Centre every Thursday evening, and we distribute about 30 to 35 food packs out to the homeless there, and we just sit and offer conversation more than anything else. I think it's all about the personal touch. It's not just any organisation can just go and hand a food pack over and get them to sign a bit of paper and move on. It's nothing like that what we offer. So it's more spending time individually with them all and hearing about their stories, offering anything like prayer or just conversation if they need it, kind of thing, you know.
Tell us, if you don't mind, Emma, a few, at least one. What kind of stories do these people tell? What brings a person to their knees, literally, to have to live in the street? What kind of things do they say?
A lot of it comes from a broken relationship. They will, for example, their relationship's broken down. They've therefore started drinking potentially, which has then lost them their house, their apartment, put them on the streets, and they're then in an endless cycle of not being able to get back on track. A lot of them, once you go on the streets, they have all their papers stolen and all of their belongings, so it's then in a cycle of trying to get their papers back. They come obviously from, there's Spanish, there's English, there's Eastern European, it's a very multicultural, the different backgrounds that they've come from and different stories. But and then you obviously get a lot of them that have just literally come on hard luck and just through circumstance they've lost an opportunity to have a roof over their head, and once you're on the streets it's just a very, very difficult situation to get out of. So yeah, we just try and obviously do the best that we can.
How can we collaborate, Paul? What do we do in general? I know that you've got a special event coming up, but in general, how can we collaborate, the locals here? Blankets, food, what do we do? Where do we take it?
Yeah, so sleeping bags, blankets, solar powered mobile chargers, AA, AAA batteries and torches are on the high priority list for people living on the streets. So you can always contact us via our Facebook page, Collective Calling, or info@collectivecalling.org or www.collectivecalling.org. You can contact us through there we'll come and pick up those types of items, and we're always looking for volunteers as well. So in January of next year, we're getting a new volunteer force in place. So we're still reaching out for a few more volunteers. So if you want to get really hands-on involved with any of that work locally, then contact us.
We are people, all the charities need volunteers, and I think this time of year, particularly when you're talking about homeless and people in need, with the cold weather, there are certain things that really just cannot wait. But there again, dogs can't wait to eat a AAA. The good thing is there is something for everybody, and I'm very intrigued, Veronica. It's lovely to see you again, but tell me, how did you get involved with Collective Calling?
I met Gemma and Paul a year ago at one of their fundraising events called Marbella with Love, and I learned about their Tanzanian project. And in September, I joined them on a mission to Tanzania to open Center of Hope, the center for street children. And
were you impressed?
Well, it was very emotional experience, life-changing experience for sure.
As a parent, to see that children can not have the basics that we take for granted for our children, as you say, is emotional. Have you come back more decided, broken? What is your take on what you saw?
Well, one of the reasons why I went was to show my 3 children how privileged they are to live the lifestyle we have here. And since I returned, I spoke about it with their school, Aloha College, who is very supportive, donated their old school uniforms to Tanzania that we took with us, had a non-uniform fundraising day at school, and yeah, we talk about it a lot at home. We started a pen-friend relationship with children from school, sending letters to Tanzania to children there to help them learn English because they speak Swahili language, so that helps them with education.
It really is quite wonderful that people care, and the nice thing is we say that we have charities to care for different specific things. You guys cover a lot of ground though in the things that you do, but it's nice that it's also local. For the Tanzania swim, the nice thing is that it's a mix of the both, because you're going to get us locals directly involved to raise not only funds but also awareness for what's going on in less privileged places. Paul, tell us about the event coming up next year.
So yeah, it's a sponsored swim. It's called He or She Who Dares Swims. So on the 26th of January on San Pedro Beach, Swimmers will be going into the ocean it's going to be pretty cold, I should imagine, that time of year.
I was just thinking, I mean, it's definitely a he who dares swims kind of thing, but it could be nice, but I'm sure the ocean will be cold.
Yeah,
so
for
he
sure.
who dares, and what do we have to do, and how long do we have to do it for?
So it's swimming out about 100 feet and 100 meters, swimming out 100 meters and back. And then each swimmer participating goes around during the course of the next few weeks, getting sponsors for obviously for them to swim. We're looking to raise, the target is 37,000 euros.
That's a lot of swimmers.
Yeah.
I was like, are we paying 1,000 euros each?
Yeah. What did it work
Between
out?
50 and 100 swimmers
Yeah.
we're going to try and get, and the target is to get 20 sponsors at 20 euros each. So if we can hit that target, how
are you doing so far?
Target. Really well. I think your husband's been great at getting people on board, hasn't he? And
but that's what it's about, isn't it? You have to just really get the person in your circle to get involved, and that's how we really do achieve things. No, it's just that getting the word out there and that snowball effect.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, guys. Hopefully we can see you again before the event, get more details. If you want to sign up, the website
is www.collectivecalling.org, and then if you look for the tab, he or she who dares swims.
Register on the website. So just go on the website, register, and then we'll send you a pack. You can get a brochure and a sponsorship form from several locations up and down the coast. And we'll send you information by email.
I think this is a perfect case of hashtag we are so much better together. Thank you, guys.
Brand new